So dear students, today I will discuss about change of variables of double and triple integration. Okay, in the last class I have discussed about triple integration, and before that I have finished the problems and the concept about double integration. But this is a very important concept, that is change of variables. I have discussed earlier change of integration, that is a different issue. But here the change of variables. Sometimes what we have to do, we have to solve the problems in some other coordinate system, like in polar coordinate system, in spherical coordinate system, in cylindrical coordinate system. So we have to know how to change the variable from Cartesian to polar or Cartesian to cylindrical. Okay, and we know the basic coordinate transformation from cylindrical to polar, from Cartesian to cylinder, from Cartesian to polar, or from Cartesian to spherical. We know this. But here we have to change the variables to do integration. So we have to change the region of integration, that is from the xy plane to sometimes r theta planes, from xyz space to some r theta phi space, that is the space inside the sphere. Okay, so we have to do this kinds of thing. So let me first discuss about in general, okay, how we can change the variables from one coordinate system to another coordinate system to solve the integration. Then I will move to this kinds of special case that we need to solve, actually we need to see actually. Okay, so first let me take for the double integration, then as well as triple integration we can solve both the things. Okay, so what was the definition of double integration? And the double integration was like this, it is denoted like this, that is double integration f of x, y and dy dx. Okay, so this was the double integration, and what we have done this integration on some region, that is on the plane, that is xy plane, that means r is equal to xy. Now what we want to do, we want to change this region r from xy to uv, something like that. Okay, so in that case what we have to do, if we change the variable of this integration from xy to uv, where x is the function of u and v, as well as y is also the function of u and v. So please see, x is function of u and v and y is also the function of u and v. So the whole integration is converted to another region, that you can say r dash, and the region is nothing but uv. So we have to now do this integration on the plane, that is r dash plane, and that is obviously uv. So what will be the form of this integration? You can see it will be f and this x and y will be the function of u and v. So it will be something like that, x uv, okay, and as well as y uv and also du and dv. Okay, so this kinds of thing we will get. So we have to change from here to here, but one thing keep in mind, this dy dx, not only, we cannot take this instead of dy dx only this du dv. There will be another term that is called Jacobian. So here the Jacobian will be there. Okay, so let me take this thing Jacobian, and the mod of Jacobian will be there, and then du by dv. Okay, and what is Jacobian? You know, I have defined earlier Jacobian. This Jacobian j, and j can be defined like this. So j will be this del xy and del uv like this. So and this is defined by this determinant, that is del x del u and del y del u divided by, in the next row it will be del x del v and del y del v. So this determinant will give you the Jacobian when you want to change the variable from xy to uv. Okay, so this is how we can change the region of the integration from one plane to the another plane. Okay, so now let me take the example from Cartesian to polar, that is the more easiest case. Okay, so let me give you the concept of changing the variable for the coordinate from Cartesian to polar. So what we know that in Cartesian coordinate always what we have xy, the coordinate xy, and we are interested about to change this xy to r theta. And you know the relation between x and y, we have actually x is equal to r cos theta, and y is equal to r sin theta, and y is equal to r sin theta. We have this kinds of thing, and you can see here, as I have said earlier, that x and y will be the function of u and v, and here x and y will be the function of r and theta, and this is obvious. You can see here, this x is equal to r cos theta means this is the function of r and theta. Similarly, this is the function of r and theta. Obviously, this will be the function of r and theta. So now what we need to calculate? Obviously, we need to calculate Jacobian also. So what will be the Jacobian here? If you calculate Jacobian, then it will be del xy and del r theta, and del r theta. And what will be this? This will be the determinant, that is del x del r and del y del r and del x del theta and del y del theta. Okay, so this will be the Jacobian. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to calculate the Jacobian from here. Though I have calculated the Jacobian previously also when I have taught you the topic Jacobian. Okay, there was 2 videos on Jacobian, part 1 and part 2. So please see if you don't know about this Jacobian. Okay, and if you know, then it's very easy for you. That is del x del r del y del r and del x del theta del y del theta. You have to calculate from here. Okay, and if you substitute the values, if del x del r, if you substitute the values here, let me substitute here. Okay, so if you substitute this, so you will get, instead of del x del r, it will be cos theta, simple, and del y del r, it will be sin theta, sin theta. Similarly, if you substitute del x del theta, then it will be minus r sin theta, and if you put del y del theta, then it will be only r cos theta. Okay, so r cos theta. Now if you calculate this determinant, you can see here r cos theta plus r sin square theta. This minus minus will be plus, so it will be only r into cos square theta plus sin square theta, cos square theta plus sin square theta. So this will only be r. So the Jacobian will be r, mod of Jacobian will be r. So if you want to change the region of the integration from xy to r theta, then what you will get? You will get this integration, okay, on which is on xy plane, and that is fxy and dy dx and dy dx. So this will convert it into, okay, what? This will convert it into, obviously you can see, so this will convert it into double integration. The region will be r dash and it will be r theta now instead of uv, and the function will be obviously x and y. X is the function of u and v, and here that will be what? R and theta. So you can directly write it like this: x is the function of r and theta, and that will be obviously r cos theta and r sin theta and r sin theta. Okay, will be r cos theta and r sin theta. That means x uv, here x r theta, and y uv, that means y r theta. Okay, and now Jacobian is what? R, and then instead of du dv, here dy dx is converted into du dv. So dx dy will be converted into dr d theta. So it will be r dr d theta. So this will be the conversion. This will be the conversion. Change of variable from Cartesian to polar. So you have to integrate in this way. Okay, for this system. Now if you take triple integration, then you will have 2 kinds of special case. One is cylindrical coordinate and another is spherical polar coordinate. Okay, so let me see this thing also. Okay, so now let me rub this. So now I like to take the triple integration. Okay, for change of variable I like to take the triple integration now. And what will be in this case? Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now if we take the triple integration, then what will be the case? What will be the case for triple integration? So we have something like this, and the region is r xyz, and f will be what? F will be x y z, you know, and there will be dx dy and dz. Okay, now if you want to change here from xyz to uvw, then you have r dash plane which is uvw, and we have obviously f as x as a function of uvw, okay, y as the function of uvw, and z is as a function of uvw, and then what we have mod Jacobian, and then du, dv, and dw. Okay, so this kinds of relation we will get for triple integration, and this is for the variable xyz, and this is for the variable uvw, and you can convert from here to here in this way. So what you need to do actually the extra calculation, that is mod j, because this already you know from the conversion of x y z to uvw. So let me again take a known coordinate, that is cylindrical coordinate. So if you have xyz in Cartesian coordinate, then what will be the conversion formula in cylindrical coordinate? You know, this x is equal to rho cos phi and y is equal to rho sin phi, okay, and you have z is equal to z. And now again what you have to do, you have to calculate this j. I have calculated this Jacobian for each and every cases. Okay, so please see the video, I am directly giving you the result here. Okay, so what will be j? So mod j will be here only rho. If you calculate this mod j, and that will be del xyz and del rho phi z, and if you calculate you will get rho here. So what will be your integration in this case? So in this case your integration will be r, which is xyz, and that is obviously f xyz dx dy dz, and that will be triple integration r dash, and now it is obviously rho phi and z, and f of we have in place of x we have rho cos phi and rho sin phi, okay, and z, and then Jacobian is rho, and then this three variable instead of dx dy dz we will have what, d rho, d phi, and dz. So it will be d rho, d phi, and dz. Okay, so this will be the conversion now. Okay, this will be the conversion. So we will use this result when we will solving the integration. Okay, so now let me take the spherical coordinate. For spherical coordinate, so what will be changed for spherical coordinate? Let me see. Okay, so what will be the case for spherical coordinate? Now let me see. Okay, so let me see what will be the change for spherical coordinate now. So the conversion, this is the general conversion formula actually, and we are going to take here for each and every special case. Okay, so this is actually all kinds of curvilinear coordinate system, this relation will be hold, but the three important curvilinear coordinate, and one is in 2 dimension and another two is in 3 dimension, are very important. Okay, one is for cylindrical coordinate, another is spherical. So we have taken cylindrical, now like to take about the spherical coordinate. Okay, so let me rub this. So what will be the thing in that case? So in that case we have again the conversion formula for from xyz. Okay, from xyz we have r theta phi, and now what are the conversion relation? So we know actually this x will be is equal to what? This x will be equal to r cos theta, that is cos phi, and y will be r cos theta and sin phi, and z will be simply r cos theta. Okay, so these are the relation you know. One is r sin theta cos phi, this will be r sin theta cos phi, this will be r sin theta cos phi, and this will be r sin theta sin phi. Okay, so please keep in mind this thing. When I will discuss about coordinate system in classical mechanics, then I will tell you how these conversion formula are taken, but I have told here and there some little bit of about this conversion formula of from Cartesian to polar, from Cartesian to cylindrical, from Cartesian to spherical polar. If you see all the videos step by step, you will get this kinds of things here and there. Okay, so and otherwise I will also be provide you these kinds, how these are actually coming, and how the volume element, the area element will be coming from this relations, or how these relations are established. I'll discuss these things also when I am going to talk about the classical mechanics. The probably the first lecture will be that, okay, because there I will be discussed about something velocity and acceleration in various coordinate system, and at that time I'll discuss this coordinate system in detail. But the requirement for this kinds of topics I will discussed here and there little bit, and rest of the things you also know something. So I don't think that you will be face more trouble for this kinds of thing. So just here you have to remind these things, that is x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, y is equal to r sin theta sin phi, z is equal to r cos theta. And if you want to know what is the r theta phi, then I can tell you easily that if this is x, this is y, this is z, then this is actually the point P, and this is the theta, this is r. Okay, so obviously if you take the projection here, you can understand easily. So if this is r, then along z axis you can see this is r cos theta. So you can directly write that z is equal to r cos theta. But the component of r sin theta is along this direction. So this is r sin theta, and as you know this is phi. So the r sin theta component along this direction will be r sin theta cos phi, and along this direction will be r sin theta sin phi. That's why I have taken here x is equal to r sin theta cos phi, and y is equal to r sin theta sin phi. Okay, so you can easily take this thing like this. Okay, so now let me see the conversion formula. We have the conversion formula, z is equal to r cos theta. So you can easily find out the Jacobian j, that will be del xyz, and obviously del r theta phi, and this will be what? This will be again r square sin theta. You can calculate easily. This will be r square sin theta. So what will be the conversion? So from here if you want to write it in spherical coordinate, then what you have? You have the region r dash is equal to actually r theta phi. Okay, and at the same time you have f, that is equal to x means what? R sin theta cos phi, and y means r sin theta sin phi, r sin theta sin phi, and z means r cos theta. Okay, and z means r cos theta, okay, and if you have Jacobian, that is r square sin theta, and then you have just dr d theta d phi. So this will be the conversion. Okay, so I will use these things when I will solve problems. So let me take one or two examples based on these topics. So let me take one or two examples so that your understanding will be more clear. Okay, so let me take an example first. So what is the example? So let me solve this integration 0 to infinity, and again integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square plus y square into dx dy, and we have to solve this problem in polar coordinate, and at the same time we have to prove integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square dx is equal to root pi by 2 We have to prove this result also from this integration. So let me first evaluate the value of this integration, and what will be the value of this integration, can you tell? So what you have to do, you have to change the variable from xy to r theta. So what we have x is equal to r sin theta and y is equal to r cos theta, you know. So x square plus y square will be r square. Okay, and this dx dy will be r dr d theta. So the integration will be e to the power simple minus r square, because this x square plus y square is r square, and this dx dy, in place of dx dy we will have j dr d theta, and j will be r, so it will be r dr d theta. Okay, so this will be the integration. Now what will be the limit in this plane? So here you can see from the limit of the integration, if you take this xy plane like this, if this is x and this is y, then here x is varies from 0 to infinity and y is also from 0 to infinity. So our region is this. So in this region r will vary from 0 to infinity and theta will vary from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so r will vary from 0 to infinity and theta will vary from 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. So now we have to solve this integration. And what will be e to the power minus r square into r? So if we take minus half here and if you give minus 2 here, so this will be the differentiation of r square. So you can write this integration like this, minus half into integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, into for this integration, for r integration, you can see here this is 0 to infinity and this is e to the power minus r square into d of minus r square into d of minus r square. So e to the power x dx, something like that, e to the power x dx kinds of situation here, and this is into d theta. So what will be the value of this integration? If you know this kinds of integration, that e to the power x into dx, then the integration of this is only e to the power x. So here will be only e to the power minus r square. So the value of this integration will be minus half integration 0 to infinity, and this will be 0 to pi by 2, and this will be e to the power minus r square only, and the limit will be from 0 to infinity. Okay, and another is obviously d theta. D theta will be there. So now what will be the result? If you see this e to the power minus r square, so if you take e to the power minus infinity, e to the power minus infinity is 0 and e to the power 0 is 1. So it will be something like minus 1, because you know here like this, minus half into, if you put the lower limit first, upper limit first, then it will be e to the power minus infinity minus e to the power minus 0, and the other thing is integration 0 to pi by 2 d theta will be just pi by 2. Okay, so what will be the thing? This is e to the power minus infinity, this means 0, and this is 1, and this minus minus will be cancelled out, and it will be pi by 4. So the result will be pi by 4. So the result of this integration will be pi by 4. Now we have to prove from here that e to the power minus x square dx is root pi by 2. So we can easily prove here from here. Okay, so let me see how we can prove this result also very easily, because we know the property of definite integration. Okay, so what will be the this integration? If you modify this integration, so it will take form like this, 0 to infinity, you can take it to the power minus x square dx kind of situation, and into integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus y square dy kind of situation. And if you take this, the result of this integration I have calculated, that is pi by 4. So what will be the final result? So if this is the definite integration, you can change this y to x or x to y, it does not matter. So this e to the power minus y square dy will give you the same result as e to the power minus x square dx, because this is a definite integration. So the result will be same whatever will be the variable. If the variables are looking like same, then it does not matter that which variable you are using. So it will be nothing but e to the power minus x square dx integration 0 to infinity, and you can take that this is whole square, and that will be pi by 4. Now if you want to find out 0 to infinity e to the minus x square dx, then it will be this, instead of square here will be root pi by 4. So you will get integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square dx, okay, is equal to root pi by 2. So this will be the result of this integration that we need. Okay, so now let me solve the next problem. Let me solve another one problem, so that your concept will be clear. You should prepare yourself how to apply the concept easily. Okay, so let me take another problem also. So what you have to do, you have to just find the volume of the sphere, find by triple integration. Okay, so the question is what? The question is find by triple integration, volume of sphere. You know the result, the volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube, but you have to find it by using triple integration, and the equation is obviously x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square. Now what will be the volume? By using the triple integration you can see, you can solve, and the volume will be nothing but v. If you take it, then it will be triple integration dx dy dz. Okay, and what we want to find out, want to solve this integration in r theta phi in spherical polar coordinate. Okay, so instead of x y z we want to write this equation in polar coordinate. So what will be the integration in polar coordinate? So in polar coordinate, this dx dy dz will be mod j, that is Jacobian, into dr d theta d phi, and we have the Jacobian for the spherical coordinate is r square sin theta. This we have already, mod Jacobian is r square sin theta. So you will get v is equal to integration r square sin theta dr d theta d phi, dr d theta d phi. And what we have to do, we have to solve this integration the first octant on the first octant, and then if you multiply it by 8, so then you will get the volume of this. So what we have to solve, we have to solve this integration on the first octant. Okay, so let me draw the figure so that you can understand very easily. So if this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is z axis, then on this first octant you have to solve. So if you want to find out this volume, or if you solve the integration and find out this volume, then you will get the 1/8 of this volume of the sphere, and the total volume will be 8 into this. Okay, and the limit will be here. You can see that r will be varies from 0 to a, as the radius is a square. So r will vary from 0 to a, and theta will vary from 0 to pi by 2. So theta will vary from 0 to pi by 2, and here phi will also vary from 0 to pi by 2, because it is on the first octant. In general, theta is vary from 0 to 2 pi, and phi is varies from 0 to 2 pi, but theta is varies from 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi. But here for this case, for the first octant, it will vary from 0 to pi by 2, and this will vary from phi will vary from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so now if you solve, so what you will get? So please solve now this integration. So this is now a very easy integration. So it will be v is equal to, this is 8, this is also pi by 2, and for r, so it will be integration r square dr 0 to a. These are the independent integration, so you can solve easily independently, and that will be sin theta d theta from 0 to pi by 2, and another thing is d phi, integration d phi, this is also 0 to pi by 2. So in this kinds of situation you can solve separately and then multiply, because they are independent of each other. This is the benefit of changing the variable. So when you change the variable from Cartesian to polar, then there is the variables are separable actually. So there is no issue when you solve the integration of r square. Sin theta and d phi will not be affected by this. Okay, so this kinds of situation, this is the benefit, you can solve the integration separately. So it will get 8 into, this is r square means r cube by 3, and the limit will be from 0 to a, and this sin theta, integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, and theta will also vary from 0 to pi by 2, and at the end this is d phi, so it will be just pi by 2. So what we will get, 8 into this pi by 2, and this is a cube by 3, and this is minus cos theta, that means that is 0 to pi by 2, so it will be 1, I think, yes, because if you take cos 0 minus cos pi by 2, so cos 90 0, cos 0 1, so it will be 2 to 4, so it will be 4 by 3 pi cube. So this is the volume of the sphere as you expected. Okay, thank you.